this evening, let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Miami Beach Pride Grand Marshal delivers powerful challenge to LGBTQ plus community. The Miami Beach Pride Festival and Parade attracted a multitude of individuals from around the globe to commemorate the distinctive spirit and culture of the LGBTQ plus community. With over 170,000 attendees flocking to the island for the weekend extravaganza, this year's theme centered on pride, progress, and perseverance. The event arrives amidst ongoing challenges to sexual orientation and gender identity, notably within educational settings. This year's festivities included lavish floats, a queer art showcase designed to support local artists, social justice night, incredible celebrity guests of honor, live performances, and Miami Beach Pride Parade, which took place yesterday, Sunday. This year's Grand Marshal and headliner was none other than singer and actor Billy Porter. At a VIP media event marking the kickoff of Miami Beach Pride on Thursday, April 12th, Broadway icon and star of Our Son, Billy Porter was honored with the keys to the city of Miami Beach by City Commissioner Alex Fernandez. Following the presentation of the keys to the city of Miami Beach, Porter delivered a stirring speech addressing the ongoing challenges encountered by the LGBTQ plus community. I love Billy Porter. I mean, he is like, I feel like he's our neighbor now, right? Because he's always here. He's had a hard year. He went through a divorce. His mom passed away, rest in peace. And at the same time, trying to navigate getting accolades and being spotlighted and still coming through and representing us all at Miami Beach Pride, I commend him for that. Now, if you've been able to be at any event that Billy Porter's at and that he gets a microphone, you are in for it. He is going to read you to filth, telling you what you're not doing right to support our community. And he's got all the reason in the world. This year is election year. You need to get out there and vote. But he breaks it down and he says it how it is, like a black queer man that's had to funnel his way through different challenges throughout his life, Yeah. Billy Porter didn't become an overnight sensation like people think. That man has been fighting in this industry for over 30 years, and the notoriety and that spotlight that he gets now, it's so deserved, and I think he deserves more, I saw him at the Stonewall AIDS event, right? I think that was a couple of months ago. And he took to that stage and just, inspired, elevated, and made you think, what the hell did I do today, right? Like, I need to do more for our community, Pride was amazing as a whole. All three of us were there and had a great time. But the issues were still brought up because it's still so important.
Yeah, and he makes really good use of the platform that he has. I mean, imagine having that available to you. Yeah. And there he is. And then actually at the Legacy Couples Brunch, my husband Rick and I were on the Legacy Couples Float. The Legacy Couples Brunch at Montana's at the Colony Hotel. We had a surprise visitor, one of the Grand Marshals of the parade, Lisa Rinna, was just so delightful. She posed for pictures of some people, and she gave a really heartwarming speech about her longtime support for the community. And it's like so great to hear these people who have this platform coming and supporting us.
Yes.
And Billy, when you see him out and about, I think that's just one thing to note, is that you do see him out and about. He was out for Miami Beach Pride, just having breakfast out on like a public street out there for, anybody could just walk by there.
Are you going to insert what I know you're going to insert there?
So
Mark calls me, right? Mark calls me and he's like, oh my God, Faye, I'm going to head over to the show. I had breakfast with Billy Porter yesterday, and I'm like, wow, dropping the names, Mark, like that, dropping the names. I had breakfast with Billy Porter.
Look, we were at the same restaurant. We ate the same thing. I'm sure the back of my head was, oh no, they did not pull up my Facebook post. How?
Oh, that's great.
Dare you? Yeah, so I'm like, I had breakfast with Billy Porter. From 30 feet away, photo box.
Was he sitting all by himself?
No, he was with somebody else. Okay. My big old cowboy hat is blocking him. But he's out and about with it at the end of Pride. Like he said, hey, we're going to go out to Palace. Here's where I'm going to be. He's not like an ivory tower person. And I really do think that he is at the level of kind of iconic speaker for our community.
Yeah.
I would follow along with anything he was encouraging.
For sure.
We love you, Billy.
We love you, Billy. And, Lisa was another Grand Marshal, right? Nice. And, she's an ally. And, we all love her. We all want her lips. Yeah. Like, literally. We've gone to our plastic surgeon.
We paid for them.
We want Lisa Rinna's lips, all right? So let's pay for
about how her husband like 40 years ago was in this movie called Making Love. It was one of the first big Hollywood gay movies.
Really?
And he
know
did not work again in film. He worked in TV for 40 years because just
he was blacklisted for doing that.
Yeah, he was in the movie Kate Jackson from Charlie's Angels. And Michael Onkeen, and it's a beautiful movie. 1982. It's really worth it.
Well, thank goodness she was successful, right? Because she was able to pay for their rent, right, Lisa? Right? You know, another Grand Marshal that I was like falling over, right, was June Diane Raphael.
She's hilarious.
You know, I love her in Frankie and Grace, right? Grace and Frankie. Wait, Frankie and Grace.
Frankie and Grace.
Okay, yes. I love, and she always plays that bitch role, right? But she does this so effortlessly. First of all, this woman is 18 feet tall. If you know me, you know I'm about 6 feet tall, all right? She towered over me, and I loved everything.
I was just going to say you ate it right up, didn't you?
Wow.
Anyway, look at all the footage. Miami Beach Pride was a huge success. Mark had a booth there. Greg was part of the legacy couples. I just waved and grabbed asses, and it was a lot of fun. I got to walk with, we walked with our big LED truck, the Hotspots Happening Out truck, with our shows on the side of it, and it was wonderful to see so many people on the outskirts screaming, "Say what?" or screaming, "I love Happening Out," and that really meant a lot to us. So thank you so much for the support, and thank you Miami Beach Pride for including us and having us be part of the festivities. It was a lot of fun.